Hey guys, welcome back to my Snowrunner chill let's play. We are still on Michigan and we're working through the contracts we've got to do. We're going to be doing this one today, which again, relatively straightforward. We should be getting a concrete slab from the warehouse, taking it to the quarry, and also spare service parts, which we already had the place because we got there in the last episode. So we're going to start off by taking these. Then on the way we'll probably pick up the slab as well, because we're going to overload it without too much issue. Then I believe we're probably going to work on some of the other contracts we've got to do, because I believe we might have to do a big cargo load. Because once we've done this one, a lot of these won't open up until we do Pipe Dream, which is a heavy tank, so that one could be quite fun. Because I've got no idea how that's going to go. But we're just going to kind of wing it today. As I want to get lots done. I did also bring that to so we could really get some more fuel. Burning through quite a lot. Yeah, the quarry we've been to a little bit, so I don't know where we go. That's when the good old pay start. So, which we really can't do now. You've got a bit of fuel in you. Okay, you should have enough. These are only 2 fuel trucks we have at the moment. Really not one. We haven't got too much left. We will do the contests as well. I decided to leave them to the end. So I've never really done the contest, so I'm hoping there's not like a minimum time you need to get. If you can just get the like bronze and that'll count as completing it, that's what I care about. Yeah, hopefully today everything will go well. I might try and stay in first person a bit more as well, but we'll see. Because I think I might try and get a bit more of a balance between it, especially since on these easier missions, where I don't really need to see, plus I know I'm not going to get stuck because we're mainly on the road anyway. Because I'm still really torn between whether I should be one than the other. I think there's a balance we can find probably. See, it does weigh quite a lot, so I'm a bit of trouble turning. Now, I have got a feeling that by the time we complete this mission, we'll probably be on the verge of getting dark. Which means, if we have to pull a big, if we have to pull a big trailer, it would cause some issues. I was saying, I mean, we've got the P16, which is our only truck that's really made of a high saddle. Hopefully, it will do its job. Let's get a bit closer, because I was not close enough. Concrete slab is what we're after. Just going to be a little bit more efficient. Not too concerned about it being perfectly straight, because, I'll be honest, it's not that far, and it shouldn't fall. fall off. To be fair, this is about the extent I typically go to. I've seen some people do some wacky stuff. They have like 15 like slabs on them or something. I'm like, it's very useful, but also has a lot. I'm gonna tip. I hope not. Do seem to end up going in the quarry quite a few times, but good thing is because we've done all the logs, nothing else really seems nowhere near as bad as what they were. Because they were a struggle. Still, gotta be careful of rocks though. This bit in particular is a little bit dodgy. Needs turn. God, that was close. That'd be a little bit more difficult. Probably doesn't help that where most of the weight is kind of off to the left. Realistically, it's going to be trying to pull us into the hole. Yeah, that's fun. Even if the odds bit of damage here and there doesn't actually add up too much, surprisingly. You're only really going to do damage when you start either crashing into things or driving too fast. I mean, with the current trucks we have, driving too fast is not really an option. Not when I've got cargo on me anyway. Relatively simple. There we go, wonderful. What can I pick up from here? Oh, cargo container. One needs a cargo container. Something does. Well, we might as well go to you then, because we're here. 2 cargo containers. Is that why they're there? Well, that's interesting. Trying to work out how to do this. Top of the warehouse as well. Now, I could pull that trailer, but part of me thinks that trailer getting out of here is not going to be easy. But also, I'm trying to think, can I overload them? Don't know. No, we'll pull the trailer. And then we can decide our fate from there, I guess. Because this has cargo containers on it. I mean, that's probably why they've been put there. But I just don't like having a trailer, because all the weight is essentially being pulled behind you, none of it's going down onto where your actual like wheels are. In the long run means grip isn't really there. Let's go up to the warehouse in here. That is It's not difficult actually, so once we get out of the hole, out of the quarry, straightforward. We hope anyway. Trailers, not really my specialty either. Well, that's the first issue, is I can't turn. Not really going to come up here nicely. Don't tip. Go, just ride it. We'll be fine. Yeah, like the way the wheels are slipping, even though I've got diffs on, it's pretty much because there's no weight on them. I mean, we are going though. We are kind of getting through this region. Now, I would say pretty decent pace. Not had too many issues. But the hardest thing we had to do was get the white Western Star recovered. And that's the only mission I've generally been like stuck on for. Because I didn't have any good vehicles in that mission, it's just an awkward one. But all in all, we've had quite a lot of good things. There is no downfalls at all. Would it be worth it to put one in the back of us and then carry one behind us? It reminds me when I was a kid, I was riding my bike in the snow, or like on like an icy day, and it was snowing, but it wasn't like deep snow. And I remember I was going up this hill, and I was going along quite nicely because I was sat down on a bike like you do. And I thought, oh, this hill's a bit steep, let me stand up. But then when you stand up on a bike, it shifts all your weight kind of forward. And my back wheel then had no grip on it and just started spinning and I fell off. Mainly because I just stood up. Which is why it's kind of important to know where the weight is corresponding to where your wheel is. Because if your weight's further forward, that means more weight on the front wheel, less weight on the back wheels. In this game, back wheels typically are the ones you want with weight on. I don't think there's any vehicle you want more weight on the front. The time you want weight on the front is to keep the front on the floor. That's about all you need. Which is also why quite a few people like using semi-trailers, because all the weight goes straight over your back wheels typically. Which gives you a lot more downfalls. So we've gotten out there quite nicely. It's just to get... Ooh, that's not ideal. Yeah, now it's just a case of driving up the big hill. Shouldn't be too difficult, but it won't be simple. Worst case scenario, we'll just leave one and come back and get it. Didn't I? That was also not the place to stop. I don't think I've ever actually used this trailer either. Definitely something I should do is use more trailers. Like I said, most of these trailers I don't really use unless I have to, because kind of just pulling dead weight. I mean, it's not too bad. It's something that becomes less of an issue as your trucks get better. You can kind of just use whatever trailer you want. To be fair, it could work if you have like a fuel truck and you put a trailer behind it. That I could see being okay. You still have to wait, but then Indian truck's gonna be really bad. Not flying, are we? Trying to keep it as flat as possible. Because that corner you can tip over. There is no friction at all. Really struggling. I don't know what the jitter is doing these, but I might need fuel. How am I gonna make it? I might have the... I should have done a better job spreading fuel trailers around. If we do run out, we can always go pick up scout truck on the scout with a fuel trailer. But I think when we do the next region, we'll take a lot more time planning out where trailers are going to be. So that way, should solve the issue. Plus, I'll have more trucks that can be fuel trucks as well. It's getting dark. As far as like relaxing roads to drive on, this one's definitely up there. Nothing stressful, nothing bad on it. There's a bridge, which is the only dangerous bit on the entire thing. So for this game, pretty relaxing. Only downside is the line. It's like it's not the funnest road. This game will take you with pleasure because these sort of roads are quite rare. And I'm sure as we get further on, these will become rarer. Considering I think in the base game there's Alaska, which has a lot of nice roads, but they're all typically icy, which in itself isn't too bad. And then you've got the Russian map in the base game, which all the roads are layered with stones, which are not so nice. Now, I know there are shortcuts we can take. The issue with that is I feel like by the time we get up there, it will just take longer. Not really worth it. Because as I mentioned in previous episodes, I am more than happy to take the longer route if it means a more easier time, especially if you've got a nice road like this. Why not? I've got 50 litres left, which will probably last about 10 minutes. And we should do it, but we might be kind of stranded once we do it. Dangerous area. I say dangerous, it's really not too bad. It's just I've had a few crashes in there. I mean, 2 probably. That change? Who knows, but hopefully not today. So this is also the one game where very rarely do you mess up in the same place twice. Because once you've messed up somewhere, I find for me personally, I don't do it again. Which is the one good thing in this game. Kind of, you always do something different. Unless you're one of these people to do the same thing and hope it works. But it's kind of like every single time I've tipped over or crashed or messed up in one way or something, I've often learned why it went wrong. So the more you play it, it's just one of the games that the more you play it, the more mistakes you make. Eventually you're bound to pick up what to do in certain situations. It's a really good game to kind of learn on. Which I think that's what I've always enjoyed playing games, is kind of get better at them. It's kind of difficult to play a game and not improve at it. If you play a game for 100 hours, it's very difficult for you to be at the same skill level as when you first started. I think that's why I kind of like games. Because you always improve, and even if you're playing single player games, you're still technically improving your characters and all that kind of stuff. So, and I'm a big fan of improving stuff. Also, we've got a lovely sunset. That's really nice. I wish the view was a bit better, but the light in itself is not bad. Look at it. Oh, that's so nice. Also, the graphics of this game is amazing. Too bad. I don't even know. I think I'm playing on medium settings as well. So I can't imagine how nice it looks on ultra settings. Have we made it? Yeah. To be fair, I probably could get more stuff out of it, but I try and keep my PC quiet when I'm recording games. And if I bulk it up, it does get a little bit loud. And also, I'm not the biggest, I don't need a game to have top tier graphics. Here we go, another mission done. But we can't do none of these now. These are all missions as such. That one's not too bad a mission. Super Order is a fun one. Right, a pipe dream. Let me go to Black River. Right, where is my issue? Where's the P16 at? Stuff we need to know. Okay. Because we need you. Hey, you're doing logs. Ah, that means they take you to a log trailer. There's one down there. That's convenient. We'll take you. And then we'll go. Probably we need to get maybe track it, that would help. so we need a Black River. So I guess we'll go Smithwood. Actually, I could recover it, couldn't I? Save us a little bit of a journey. Back in this big old boy. This thing feels so much smoother to ride. Drive, I should say. Ride's the wrong word. Just got so big. This truck's actually been quite nice to drive as well, other than the power issue it kind of has. Sell this trailer and then cover it, change the add-on, and then go do this mission, which will be pretty much in the dark. As ideal as you could have it. Oh, it's down there, isn't it? He does just crawl through stuff so nicely. Can we turn? Oh my god. Mainly because of the tyres on it though. Looks like our money is doing quite well. It's coming back quite nicely. Now we can recover and then we'll do some upgrades and then we should be pretty good. Right, we just need saddle hire. Anything else we can add to it? Oh, not yet. Can sell that engine as well for some more money. You need that engine, but even then it's still not going to be that much more powerful, so... I don't know what colour to do this for. I do kind of like the base colour. But... keep it as is. Still got that thing's tatty looking. We need to go... maybe it's this fuel tanker. Oh, Black River still. Okay. I'm going to drive over there, which... not so fun. I mean, small drive. And also this thing really doesn't actually feel that bad to drive. And it's empty anyway, it feels quite nice. On the cover. Refuel, that's what we're after. Let it roll down here. It's one of my favourite things to do. Is put it in neutral and cruise. Because you really get some speed. Oh shit, too much speed. That's how you kill someone. That's probably the fastest this thing will ever move. I don't know what, whenever I drive in first person, I always have a habit to check to see if cars are coming. It's a good habit to have. In this game, not needed. It probably stems from playing Euro Truck too much. I haven't played in a while, to be fair. Black River. We now need to go. Well, that's quite a simple journey, actually. Fuel station to the factory. Yeah, to the factory, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably the better way. Yeah. Can't see why not. Things I should not be saying, but also not been down this road. Don't know if we've been across here either, but what go along there, down, around, connect, and there's fuel there. So we have got the fleet star, which will probably use to do the bricks and beams. So we should get this mission done, hopefully. Because I do feel like we're making good progress. Which, I mean, that's all we care about, really. And obviously keep it nice and relaxed, which, I mean, I feel like the regions will get more or less relaxing, but we will get more vehicles. So it's kind of the trade-off. No, but this region is kind of like the beginner. So it should be fairly straightforward and relaxing. I typically play this game, it will never be that stressful because I play it very relaxed. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. There's not much you can really stress over. Which again is also why I don't overly plan stuff out too much in ahead. Because then if it goes wrong, then it kind of frustrates you more. But I like to plan one thing at a time. Maybe what I'm going to do next, but nothing hardcore. So I've seen some people play this game and they will literally, if they go into the warehouse, say, they will get all the things they need for future missions, bring them somewhere, leave them, go somewhere else, pick up the other things they need, pick up everything else they will need, and they just basically don't have to go back there. And I'm like, that's really impressive, but it's a lot of thinking that I can't be bothered to do, essentially. Because if I want to do a lot of thinking, I will do something that I deem worthy of thinking. Game's kind of good to kind of just have to think, like too much about it. Because I think while I plan my route, and then it's kind of just off you go. Hoping we should be fine to go through here. It really isn't having too much issue with anything. I mean, as long as it keeps it up. Kind of feels like it's just bouncing along. Probably because also we use the outer blocks on it. No, I don't know how deep this bit is. Oh, it's rocky anyway. This feels like a boat going through this. Plowing through is actually what we kind of want a vehicle to do. taking... Oh, it's that big fuel tank. I've just remembered which fuel tank we're taking. Good news is, it should be a lot lighter than what it was. Because I've been taking quite a bit of fuel out of it. I guess that is an upside. I mean, even if it's a little bit lighter, it'll still help. That also means I don't have to worry about needing fuel ever on this journey, so I guess. Now, I know you can min-max it, so I should really take, I think, 10% out. I'm not that concerned about min-max and stuff. If I was playing on like hard mode I would, but my fuel seems to really cost money, which is really not even any... It's not an expensive amount. Anything, it just means I have to spend a bit, which, considering I reckon by the time we finish the base game, plenty of money. I don't think the little bit of fuel we might buy here and there is going to make that big of a difference. The only thing it might do is stop me buying some vehicles slightly earlier. I don't think it's even that big of an issue. If anything, spreads them out more. I'm happy with that. It would be nice if it would get daytime soon. That's going to be a bit wishful thinking because it has only really just gone dark. This is going to be a turn. Can I use you? Right. Can be dangerous to do that, but it won't. This thing, by the way, uses like no fuel. So, definitely going to be using some now because carrying this thing will not be an easy job. Still got a couple tasks around. Did I accept that task? Yeah, good. Where's the big boy up? Oh, that fits like a glove. Wonderful. How much fuel's in you? So I barely dented it. There's a lot of spare fuel in it. I do feel like we should probably save some. Just a bit. Oh, you're over there. Damn, that's annoying. Should we be looking at trucks? Some trucks. Is there any like... It will have to be like... I want to buy that thing so badly. This truck, for those who don't know, comes with a service cab, which is really useful and looks really cool. Also comes with this, which has 300 litres of fuel in it, and repair points, and a spare well. Arguably one of my favourite things. Because 300 litres of fuel in a truck, and you can have add-ons still as well on it. It's really good. And I mean, the saddle's in a really good spot as well. Dead center between the wheels, so I'm happy with it. I do want that so badly. Really not that bad of a truck either. Used. Oh, you want a new vehicle? I'm not actually... I don't know much about it. Very expensive though. This is also a new vehicle, which, I'm gonna be real, kind of overkill. I mean, Huge tyres. Big old add-ons. Ooh. Okay, you also got that 2 spare wheels. Okay, literally same thing. Oh, its own crate. Oh. Okay. Got the P12, yeah. Don't know when you get that. A lot of these are quite expensive, so we won't have them soon. Others we've got to unlock as well, so. I know you're quite a good truck, just tiny fuel tank. SCs we don't have. Truck not available, nothing, okay. And Scout, Lodestar, probably get at some point. I think you pick one up. I get most things we don't have yet, so. Right, we need. Oh yeah, I was looking for it. I don't really want to use you because I need you. Yeah, I don't have a vehicle. So I'll grab you. And you're going to be a fuel truck anyway. Maybe I'd make it. Who knows? We'll give it some drive rates suspension. Oh, that's a long time away before you get raised. Okay. I ain't not need snorkel or that. I'll give some off-road tyres just so it has a chance. See all the ones it came with. Has a good engine in it. But give it that as well. Right. Hoping. He's got fuel in you. It's my fuel. I feel like you're not meant to come with fuel in you. If I've just bought it. Am I correct in thinking that? I'll recover you. Okay. No clue why you got fuel in you then. Take it as a gift. I mean, if you can get down that road, should be fun. I'm thinking, should I take another fuel trader with it? How much is in this? This is more just so we can save some later on. 2,600. Okay, we'll only take one trailer full of it and then we should be good. You got fuel in you, that's an issue. Okay, plan. Hopefully, anyway. Because I don't know why you had fuel in you. I'm blind. Okay. Well, too many trailers. Oh, well, the first ones here was. Okay. Yeah, refuel. Okay. So, what's that one? There we go. Cool. Detach you, off we go. Now, let's see how you get on. It's one little road. Got no diffs, no all-wheel drive. Essentially. Ooh, never used this truck before either. Very little. It's got a bit of rapidness to it though. This thing seemed quite nippy. Interesting. Definitely not made for being off-road in any sense of it, but climbing there. It's got tiny wheels, no suspension really. Drive, no diffs. I mean, be quite surprised if you make it through this mud. Did not expect that at all. Refuel. Might be easier if we just go this way. That should be good. No, as a fuel truck, it looks pretty okay. Right, onto the main mission. Right, we need to take you to the factory, which... again, it's all pretty much on the same road we've been on. And... daytime. Yeah, everything's going good. Definitely our big bit is going to be like nice and light. Pretty much should weigh probably a little bit more than a normal trailer, which is more the trailer itself rather than what's in it. Which this vehicle will be very happy with. Because as we previously discussed, it does not do well with weight. So if we lower the weight, it's happy. So the saddle is nice and high on it. It's got plenty of ground clearance. Which is essentially the main reason why we use this over any other vehicle we have. If your saddle isn't high enough, you have no ground clearance and you get caught on everything. I don't think we're going to be getting anywhere fast though. Actually, auto might have a bit of beans in it. Okay, good. It's a big old trailer though. Again, we're pretty much all on road, so I think this should be a relatively easy one. The main challenge of this is just the size of it, but yeah, because we'll have most contracts till the end. We're pretty much in the as best as we can be for this region. Which is why I kind of like to leave them till last. Because in the contracts you can kind of just power through them. Can't really see the road that well, but Yeah, this is pulling it so nicely. It's kind of cool to see a comparison of pulling this thing with the feel we got in it, or like a full trailer full of. We've kind of sucked out most of it. It feels to be going quite nicely. There's been no hiccups or anything. Not that far away, just a couple more corners left. So then we just got to probably use the Flint Star to give it the last couple bits it needs. And then we would have probably had quite a productive day today. This bit might be a bit of fun. This is the power issue I was talking about. The fact that it stopped. No real reason. Come on up you go. Yeah, this truck is pretty much great other than that. Well, even the fact it's only got diffs are always on. And has got all-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive doesn't really affect it that much. Only because I believe its tyres are coded to have more grip or more weight than other tyres. So otherwise you just got more friction on these tyres. Which really helps. We're pretty much in. This has been a really straightforward mission. Got a couple of tasks here and there to do as well. Wait, do I? There's an order to these, wasn't there? Okay, I think this just needs to be here. Get a little bit smart. Leave enough room for the other stuff in. Okay. Now we just need the Fleet Star, bricks and metal beams. Can I get metal beams from here? I can. Just the trip to the warehouse. And then along we go. Will the Fleet Star manage? Who knows? I can't carry them on me, so it should be fun. In the warehouse is straightforward to get to. And then there is. We can go down here, we got that we need to do at some point. There is a path through here, which I might have shown already, I can't actually remember. We're going to go through this bit, which is a swamp essentially. You can cut across here and then straight, so we should be good. See my little Fleet Star gets on with that. I do really like this little thing. Probably shouldn't like as much as I do. just got a nice like little vibe to it. It was almost more like a car than a truck. It's probably a very small truck though in it, so it does make sense. Definitely more the size of a truck I like. Actually, it's quite rapid as well. Like I said, the only issue this truck has is tipping over. Well, if you don't drive like a... you should be fine. I don't think I've shown this before, but on this part, if you stay to the right as much as possible, then you're pretty fine. Maybe not that far right, that's a little too far. Because this bit's nice and solid. Typically, if you stay to the higher ground, it will be drier than... which does make perfect sense. Going up the hill, there we go, all the beans. Right, win it, yep. I don't actually like going up this shortcut too much. I mean, it's uphill. Uphills are not really my favourite. But it's a lot better than going through deep mud. To the warehouse, that's the first half of the journey. Smooth, I guess. But I'm hoping it can get through the swampy bit. I'm hoping the route we know of. Those bricks and a metal beam. Well, you can tell why not. Press all buttons, metal beams. Definitely going to be heavy. No denying that. Might be able to do it, who knows. Push that down. Legs away. And we're good to go. It's kind of like here and then you go along there. Through there. It's all straight road again. If we get past the swamp, we're in the clear. If we don't, then... ooh, small whip. Okay, small concern. Okay, what we're going to do... that's going to be an issue. I'm going to pop this on the front of us. And swing around. I do wish it would rotate stuff a little bit quicker. Can I not even get this on the front? Seen worse stuff. Yeah, you can still kind of see. Perfect. Just because need that front, need a bit of downforce on the front so my wheels actually stay on the floor. Does it look a bit silly? Yes. Is it effective? Also yes. But like I wanted this thing to be bouncing around. To be honest, probably is asking a bit much for it, but I have faith in it. And we can take our time. Also one thing, the way the bricks sound, I really like. It's something to me, I don't know. It's a nice sound. I can't see in first person, don't know why I tried. I feel like if I was to do like a first person only run, the thing that would stop me, I'd probably struggle with the most, is having this view for any amount of time. Like, because I quite like to load things on the front of me. Yeah. So, the road for this place is essentially all the way along there, which you can kind of make out where the water is where the road is. But if you ignore the road, just cut through here, a much better time, hopefully. I didn't have diffs on, that was an issue. Okay, if you cut through this bit, you should be fine. Okay, that's fine for now. Would have been bad if I'd have had my diffs on from the start. I always done and forgot. I actually might have to put you on the back. Crane broken. Okay, we'll go this way then. So using the crane is a bit fiddly at times. I'll do for now. There we go, because this bit's nice and solid. I think you might have actually wanted to turn early and go through the trees a bit more. Because that bit is very swampy. Whereas this bit is pretty much. I mean, if we can drive through in this, most vehicles should be able to get through it. But this is risky. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted way on the front. Also, every vehicle I've used, I've actually been quite impressed with. Got their purpose, and they can all do some sort of job. Main thing is just finding out where its limit kind of is. So I'll say this is on the verge of that. But one of the main things I will stick to is using different vehicles when possible. That, as I think I mentioned in previous episodes, it's kind of the thing I didn't do on my first playthrough. So I stuck to pretty much like 5 vehicles and that was it. system. I want to be using a different vehicle to scout with, a different vehicle to do like a main haul with, different vehicle to use the heavy stuff with, like using something different. I would say new, but possible. Basically, you shouldn't ever see me use the same truck twice in a row. Obviously, this map a little bit different because we don't have that many trucks. Let's see. By the time we get to Russia, we'll be using different vehicles for pretty much everything. Because I want to be testing out vehicles as we drive, pretty much. Here we are now. Hopefully everything should be in the correct place. There we go, perfect. What has that actually done? Actually got to do... yeah, we got to bring you. Okay. I'm going to quickly see... Do you hook up to that, or is that... That would be a high saddle, wouldn't it? Because if so, you're going to stay here until we need it. Okay, well, you'll be ready whenever we need. Because there's not... Got, what, 4 there? And 6 there, so 10 contracts left. So we're probably about halfway, I'd say, because some of these, like that one, that's a lot of parts. So I do think this is where we're going to leave it for today. Hope you all enjoyed and are feeling nice and relaxed. If you are, hit the like button, subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next one. Peace.